And this is just a short shout out to the Neighbors for Environmental Justice. And this is a story we've been covering for a long time here at Heartlands Media. This has to deal with their fight with the MAT asphalt plant. Yesterday, the Neighbors for Environmental Justice, as well as a few other environmental groups, were touring around the McKinley Park area. Now, this is a 72-acre park. It's one of the few large green spaces in our city. And as I mentioned before in the show, the MAT asphalt plant was built in the community without the community being informed about its construction. And of course, there's a lot of concern about the particulate matter from that asphalt plant. And what particulate matter does is that it impacts the elderly and young people. It causes a lot of lung damages, brain damage, heart troubles. And it's devastating to know that this thing was built without the community knowing it was going to be constructed. We talked to Kim Wasserman from Little Village of Environmental Justice. Please check that interview out. She goes into because I know a lot of you guys have been asking, well, how come something like that is built? Check that interview out. She goes into detail about why something like the MAT asphalt plant was built in the first place. But it's just not the MAT asphalt plant. It's all over the southwest side areas of Chicago. And at least for this, the Neighbors for Environmental Justice have been consistent about really protecting the community. Again, this asphalt plant is by a 72-acre park. It's one again the largest green space in our city, one of the few large green spaces. It's next to homes and condos and apartments. There's 2 schools, a community center, an open pool, and the very fact that there's so much truck traffic going in and out of that MAT asphalt plant, it's devastating, and it's sickening that is happening in Chicago. But at least they're stepping up and bringing community awareness, and also talking to their city representatives, their Cook County representatives, as well as the Illinois state representatives in the House and Senate, so that something can be done so that this thing is at least taken out of the community. So again, for those of you who are interested in knowing more, Neighbors for Environmental Justice. They're on Twitter and on Facebook. They also have a website as well. Please check them out. They're fighting for a better future. This is something we've always said on the show, and I think it's important that we at least support people who are trying to protect their communities, because it's a beautiful neighborhood and it shouldn't happen. Again, we have a whole bunch of coverage on it, from some audio podcasts covering town halls to interviews with Neighbors for Environmental Justice, as well as the challenger for the 12th Ward. Please check those videos out. We need to make this thing aware, because what's happening in that community in Chicago and the 12th Ward is also happening all across the country nationwide. So it's a problem, but we got to fight for it.